She. Ever since humans and aliens started cohabiting Earth, the main question humans wanted answered was, who created the universe and all of us? That question has been answered the same exact way by all the alien races that have spoken about it. The answer to that question has been sent several times by two different races to all human religious leaders and some human political leaders throughout the centuries. As far as we know, the last of those leaders to get the message was USA President JFK in October 3, 1963. The message was sent by these two races, Ramai and Gefok. The message is both simple and complex, informative but raising questions of hope but also of warning. And this is the message. This is a message of disambiguation to all of you men of the humankind. This is a message of redirection to all of you men of the humankind. This is a message to enliven the minds of you men of the humankind. This is a message that has been delivered from race to race since the beginning. Just like it was delivered to us, it is now passed to you. Where there were no men of the humankind, there were others of other kinds. This is a message to you as well, women of the humankind. Only the first race has her purity. All other races must live the grievous, patient and laborious process of spiritual inner discovery and progression. Your collective history and memory has suffered much in the past. It has been erased, manipulated, suffocated, shifted, changed and molded according to the interests of a few, on your planet as well as on ours and the ones of other kinds in the past. To the leaders of kingdoms and countries and regions, look at your religious leaders. To the religious leaders, look at yourselves and the ones like you, leaders of other religions all over your planet. Why do your religious leaders, men of the humankind, wear your long robes and skirts not knowing why? Who men of the humankind are you trying to be? Who men of the humankind are you trying to represent? You religious men of the humankind, and you leaders of kingdoms and countries and regions, have slowed your spiritual progress in half, because you have divided your kind in half. No men of the humankind should destroy what the women of the humankind have created. You have for many of your years relegated the women of the humankind to the role of slaves. And before your kind, many other kinds have done that. And before your kind, many other kinds we have warned. For you to achieve what is yours, men and women of the humankind, to be closer to her, you must first become one kind. Like many kinds before you, men and women of the humankind, you have a journey of restraint and constriction ahead of you, a journey of difficulty and resistance. But unlike many kinds before yours, you are on a path of spiritual self-destruction, never experienced or self-provoked by the other kinds before, and yet you are so young. The Anunnaki created you, but many kinds can destroy you. You have 2,000 years to change. After that, men of the humankind, it will be too late. Not too late for your survival, but too late for your salvation, your spiritual salvation. The Council of Five can only keep you safe from other kinds, not from yourselves. And we know that you have been betrayed, misled, and mistreated. And we know that after thousands of years, by means of infiltration, disguisement, and deceit, you, men of the humankind, have been fooled to believe the unacceptable by races that do not wish you well. But before you, many others kinds suffer the same. And they too overcome what seemed impossible to overcome. Your strength is inside of you and all around you. Even now your strength is in her, and she is inside you. Men and women of the humankind even now. And the answer is in the place that you, humankind, call Greece. And the answer is she, Artemis Diana. And the answer, men and women of the humankind, has been the same to all kinds, in all places. Some accept it, others don't. But the answer is only one. She. It has been this way from the beginning. And it will be this way until the end. It has been this way here and in all four universes and dimensions. She has many names and many faces and lives in many places. She is the creator, not the destroyer. In your planet she was and is called Diana, or Goddess Diana. In our planet she was called Alexei. She was also called Lexi, Lixay, Dixay and Tixay. Man of the humankind, she will always be Goddess Diana. Search for her. She is the truth, the light, the beginning and but never the end. the creator and never the destroyer. The one all of us came from. And learn from your legendary Greek gods of old. As they all did exists. You exist and we exist. And we are one. And she is the one. She is the one that you religious men from the humankind, lost in your robes and memory, want to be and try to replicate. Men of the humankind. Learn from her. The creator. List of popes to whom the message has been transmitted to. Cornelius, 3rd century. Miltiades, 4th century. Calixtus II, 12th century. John VII, 8th century. Pius VII, 19th century. John Paul I, 20th century. Final thoughts. The future of the human race is not in our hands at this point in time. One day it might be. All that we, real human, can do right now is to gather all the information we can about these alien races and their habits, to find out about their weaknesses and strengths, so that when our future becomes our responsibility, we can be prepared to fight for it if needed. Today we are just mere spectators watching a theater play. Some of us are watching the play, completely unaware that what we are watching is real. The actors are real. The storyline is real. The stage and the props, alien worlds, alien ships, and odd cosmic events are real.